commune community on about 8 acres of land that they owned there, and they were sharing their life together. And of course, they was the editor of my books and magazine articles, and they was doing my public relation type work for me, right? And so that was my goal. And so we left California, came back and spent 1 year in Dallas during that time, and then we moved on back to Jackson in 1996, and we had bought this big house, and we was remodeling it, getting it together, getting our last place going, and he had 3 of our grandkids, and life was, and I was doing what I wanted to do. I was traveling and speaking, and groups that began to come down there, and I'd be there and teach them. That's what I really wanted to do. I wanted to be the sort of pass on what God has taught me during the years, pass that on to other groups. And I was just really set for life. And then 2 years later, just suddenly, my son, an athlete, he was an All-American basketball player. He was a writer and wrote the book on reconciliation, More Than Equals. That's sort of the premier book on reconciliation. He and Chris together, and he was on the editorial board of Christianity Today. Who were just doing really well, development. And then suddenly he died of a heart attack, and of course we were devastated. In the community that he was a part of, they decided then they just couldn't go on. And it broke up, and they put the property up for sale. And man, that we was devastated. His dream was gone. And by this time, I'm 68 years old, 72 now. But I couldn't figure out any way to carry the work on. Every track I would go down, it would seem like I'm too old to do this. I shouldn't be doing it. I'm too old. And then one night I had this dream, real dream. And the dream was that there was people coming from all around the country in groups, churches, and carpenters, and others come and said, they come to build this center. And it was so strong that night, I jumped up out of the bed and went back to my window where I could see out in the parking lot. And of course it was 3 o'clock in the morning, it was a dream. And I went back to the bed, my wife, because she woke up because I jumped out of bed so fast. And I went back to the bed, I said, honey, let's build this center. Let's buy this place and build a center. And but my wife said something that she never say. My wife is tough. She don't ever say yes to nothing quick. She said I'm saying no to everything. But she said, yeah, let's do it. And boy, I felt good. And then she said to me, how are we going to do it? Where are we going to get the money from? I didn't want to hear that. And I said, well, I got an insurance policy, and it's matured. We're going to get just as much from it now as we're going to get when we die. Let's sell it. Let's cash it in. And then we had these IRAs. We had begun to buy them way back when they were just $1,600. We had buying them as a retirement fund. And they're $2,000 now, a year. I buy one for her, one for me, and we've been doing that for about 25 years. And they had multiplied, and I said, let's cash those in. And so we did that, and we bought it, and then we decided what we're going to do is build a center and make it a place where churches, well, first of all, we were doing it for the kids in the neighborhood, in the community. But we also want to make it sort of a retreat center where churches could come and have conferences there and learn what we learned. We talk about that. We talk about anywhere from 15 to 30 people would come on the weekend, primarily for churches, to try to help churches and church groups and pastors. Almost every 2 or 3 weeks, somebody from somewhere is there. Next week when I get home, there'll be 12 pastors there from Patterson, New Jersey. And Patterson is a very needy community. They're going to be coming there, and we're going to spend the whole week with them, just talking about Christian community development. And other church groups come from around the country, and we spend the time there. Every morning I lead a Bible study with them, and we have a great time together. We have other leaders on my team that is doing that, and what we want to use that center so invite you to come. And what happened? It's great for when you're trying to make a group gel. You know, when you really want to get them together out of their environment. We know that people, once you take them out of their own environment, they learn better. Because they leave their cell phones there, they leave all their business there, their headaches are there, and they put it down for them. And then you can take, sometimes we have groups, multiracial groups come, and they haven't hardly know each other, but they're from the same town. As soon as they get outside the city limit, you know what happens? They are from that town. And they begin to build a unity that they would never build in that town. And when they get down there, we are from this town, and we're together. And they're in the same dormitory there together. And they get to know each other, eat together. And they come back building unity. And that's what we use the center for. And we welcome you to do that. We welcome you to do that. People from Memphis came down. And that was the beginning of something, wasn't it, folks? You folks from Memphis came down. And I think that's why I'm here now. It's because you came down. So we invite you to come down and visit us. Of course, we like to then follow up on that. And when you come down there, we like to come back to your community. We want the leader. We know that's the leadership to come, and you get together and get the principles together. Then when you go back to your community, then we like to go in there then and you call a grassroots together, and then deposit what we have, you know, what you have learned, what you've been telling them. Because you go back and tell them, it sort of feel like it's some idealism. It's not happening. But then when somebody like me, an outsider, come in and affirm that same thing, what you've been teaching them there, then you sort of anchor the congregation, and then you're ready to go. You're ready to go. And so we would like to do that with you. And that's one of my reasons we consider this movement that you're a part of. We want to be a part of it. We want to encourage this movement. As I told you this morning, I fell in love with the people. I don't know how I ended up with the Church of Christ. I know what happened when that year we was in Dallas. I would be going all the time. My wife would be carrying me to the airport. I had a campaign to share Christian community development all over America. So I was flying out. I went there to Dallas because I had to get a non-stop flight from American Airlines in Dallas, anywhere in the United States. They go to most of the cities in the United States, one stop. And so I went there to do that. And my wife would carry me to the airport. So my wife always said, I can't do the way to the airport and back. and she would carry me there. And then what happened was, it was some lady, I think, that was a part of what is it called? Central Dallas Ministry, that's what it was. And somehow she went down there one Sunday. And she came back raving to me about it. I went down there, and I was with the homeless, and with those people, with the street people, and said, man, we had a great time. And she invited me to go, and I went, and Lord, I fell in love, and that became our place. You know, it was good. We could go to some of the other churches in the morning, because what happened was, they wouldn't meet until Sunday at 1 o'clock. And by that time, all of the homeless coming out of the little den, they done woke up. The people, the street people, the prostitutes, you know, those folk, they're coming out. And they would come there, and of course it fitted us just right, because they started with a meal. By 1 o'clock on Sunday, that's what time you're eating. So they would have good food there, man, and we would go there, and of course sometimes they let me preach. That was good. I like that. You know, and so we fell in love with that place. We fell in love with the people, and the ministry there was just growing and developing. And I just got to know people, made friends there, and so I know what your movement is doing. And so when the brother was talking about this, it is happening, and you folks are making a significant difference in the neighborhoods and the communities in which you live, and that you are anchored in a local church. That's what makes it so significant. Not only are you feeding the hungry, and of course there they got a health center, they got all kinds of service they're doing with the people, but they have that local fellowship where people can come to know Jesus Christ, and they can join in and be a part of it. And so I'm with you, and I want to work with you, and I want to use these remaining years of my life to help make this ministry go. Now, if you want to know more about my little center and you might want to come down. I've got some of these, and so you can see me afterward, okay? Okay, that's my commercial. This is my last shot at you.